alongside the smartest man you'll never see on Twitter, Kris Fedick. Hey, Kris.
Hey, it's been so long since we've been here, but inexplicably we've got the same clothes
We
on.
never change our clothes.
Of course not. Changing clothes is just like showers. You should never do it.
Yeah, you should just be dirty and stinky 24/7.
Yeah, that's the secret of immortality right there. That's why nobody lives forever. They all shower and they change their clothes. So.
Yeah, right. Hey, maybe you're onto something. You should test that theory.
You're right. Maybe I'll give up shaving and cutting my hair.
Exactly.
So.
Anyways, Board Off is the game, or the show, the game show. It is a game show of sorts. It is a game show of sorts. It is a show where Kris and I take turns bringing in a game. We surprise each other. The other does not know which game we're bringing in. And then we play it, and we review it, and we hopefully do semi-well at it, all for your amusement. Kris, my turn today. Today I present to you a game that I got off of Kickstarter. Kris, this is Growl. This is an expansion pack for Growl. We're not going to play this today, but you can get an expansion
It's got
pack.
a separate box.
I got the extra fuzzy edition. You can pet it. Want to pet my box?
Yeah, your fuzzy box.
My fuzzy box.
And that's as far as the perverted innuendo is going. So.
Wish. All right.
Because you definitely don't want me going there. Oh my god, it's got teeth.
It's like $5 extra to get this weird.
It looks hilarious from the side with the teeth.
With the little teeth, yeah. There you go. Growl. This is a card game, I think.
Card game of cute werewolves.
Oh, this is even worse. This is 4 to 10 players.
4 to 10 players. So we're going to have to play 2 players each.
2 players each. Ages 10 and up. Playtime 10 to 20 minutes if you got the right amount of players, I'm assuming. There are werewolves amongst us.
Oh my god.
We'll stab each other and try to avoid getting bitten. But when a human receives their third bite, they secretly become a werewolf and turn against us.
That's right. So when you hear about a werewolf in a town, everyone grab a knife and stab each other. Vigour.
Vigour?
Vigour. Yes, Vigour.
Joey Vigour of Vigour Games is the creator of Growl. Growl expansions. It was the artwork that really looked awesome on this.
Yeah, it's got like that cute anime-esque kind of stuff. Looks good, even though it's like overly cute. It still looks good.
Oh, look at it. There's all kinds of room in here for expansion.
But I noticed they don't have
expansion.
They don't have like the Igor lab assistant guy in here, even though they have a guy named Igor who made the game.
Oh, Vigour.
Oh, Vigour. It's still ironic.
It rhymes with Vigour.
Only werewolves can bite during the next phase. That means humans can bite in the others.
Yeah.
Once a player is a werewolf, they never go back to being a human. So is this kind of a play on that werewolf game that you can get for everybody? Like one person's supposed to be like a fortune teller, and then one's the werewolf, and then everybody else tries to figure out who it is.
Sounds like.
Yeah, it's like an old party game.
Yeah, it sounds pretty similar to that actually. I'm putting these coins in this bag. I'm assuming that's where they go. I haven't read the instructions yet.
The coins do go in the coin purse.
Yeah, generally. This is a huge bag for the small amount of cardboard coins they give you to play with. Whoa!
You have nighttime.
Whoa! No! Was that nighttime?
Nighttime, but it's brighter than day. And then the silver bullet. So we get to get drunk during playing this here. Got some tours going.
Humans tried to give wounds to the wolves that avoid getting bitten. Humans win if at least one human survives after 3 nights. Werewolves try to bite humans. Werewolves win if all humans are turned into wolves or they're dead after 3 nights. Set aside all the night cards. Without looking at them, shuffle the night cards and final night cards separately. Okay. Night cards?
Oh, you said separately?
Yeah. Set aside 2 night cards and 1 final night card face down. You'll add them to the deck later. Return the other and night final cards to the game box. Okay, so you're going to just take that, and then these are put away. They are put away. Alright. Remove extra cards if playing with 4 to 8 players. I don't mean that. You won't need all of the cards. Remove cards as indicated and place them in the game box. Okay, so if you are playing 4 to 5 players, remove all cards marked with 6+, 9+. Oh, I guess there's...
really? Let's just play 6 to 3. 9+. So maybe it might be good to set these aside for if you ever play a bigger game. They're on the side rather than having to separate them every game.
Yeah, good call. Good call, Chris.
6.
That's why you're the master man.
Self. That's very good stuff right there. And a charm to get rid of the bites.
Nice.
Gold. I thought we had gold in the bag.
Some.
Looks like these are all the game cards here.
Okay, so that's it?
Yeah.
Okay, so those are out. All right.
Oh, wait.
Infect wolf 0.
Bite. And these slashing instead of biting, but alright.
Shuffle together the bite and the gold cards based on the number of players. Okay, so if there's 4 players, you'll have 1 bite and 3 gold.
And that's it.
Players look at their cards. Anyone with a bite is wolf 0.
Oh, we're supposed to get dealt each card?
Oh, okay, yeah, we're getting dealt each card. Okay.
Wait, how do we do that then? How do we?
So we're playing with 4 players, so we're gonna give each person's gonna get 1 bite and each person's gonna get 3 gold.
But then how do we know which one gets the bite to be the werewolf?
You don't. Players will look at the cards. Anyone with a bite is wolf 0.
So I have to shuffle all these together and then just deal out cards.
Yeah, as long as you get 3 golds and 1 bite.
But then everybody has a bite and they can't be wolf 0.
Right, that makes a lot of sense. Shuffle together the bites and the gold cards based on the number of players.
Alright, so it's 2
Anyone
each.
with a bite is wolf 0, and we'll play the entire game as well. Other players are humans for now. Okay. Yeah, so
4 each?
4 each. We're playing with 2 players. Oh well.
Oh, okay, so 1 gold. So I take 4 cards, 1 bite, 3 gold, and then we pass it out.
Oh, right, and then each one gets just 1 card, right?
Yeah. So then we'll do it like that. The problem is now we know who the wolf is.
I don't know which one of your hands is the wolf, though. It could be the left or the right.
I think so. I'll attack one of my other hands to make it look like the wrong one's the wolf.
Players look at the cards. Anyone with the bite is wolf 0, and will play the entire game as a werewolf. Other players are humans. Well, now. Okay, right on. We're moving on. Deal starting hands. Shuffle the rest of the deck and deal 3 more cards to each player. Okay. So
I guess that includes these, or no, these are die cards.
Yeah. Any player.
These ones. I guess charm goes as well.
Okay, so each player is going to get 3 more cards. Any player dealt 3 wounds immediately shuffles those wound cards back into the deck and draws 3 new cards. Any human dealt 3 bites secretly joins the wolf team. Then players form their starting hands by combining their 3 cards with the bite or the gold card they receive.
I guess we can make that can kind of make things a little harder for us, because then we don't know which one of us joined the team.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, how do you know a wolf doesn't kill another wolf? So it kind of makes it a little.
Yeah.
How many cards?
3 each. How about this guy?
Oh, somehow you got not just pick 1 card to get rid of them.
I got 3 more cards for.
Oh, right, I only dealt for 3 people. Oh, there's.
Isn't that your other guy? Oh. Okay. So we're good.
I have no idea who might be the werewolf here, who might not be.
Pay of the night cards. Place the deck of cards face down on the table. Stick the 2 night cards you set aside earlier into the deck, about a third of the way and 2/3 of the way down. Okay, so the rest of the cards will go in the middle, and then you can sneak the night cards into the deck, a third of the way and 2/3 down. Place the final night card on the top of the deck, and then flip the deck over so it's face up. Oh, okay, so you're taking the final night, you're putting it on the top.
Okay. All right. But then if you flip it over, you can see the top card of the deck.
The top card should now be visible, and the bottom card should be the final card. Okay, fine. That's right, I guess. The sniff. If playing 8 or more players. Okay, we can ignore that part.
We're not smelling anything else.
Choose. Yeah. Choose the start player. Okay. Deal a home tile to each player.
These look like tiles. Yeah, it could be these.
Okay, so those are these. Okay, so each player gets a home tile. Whoever is going to be the starting player has to have the purple symbol on it.
Well, I just happen to get the purple symbol, so we'll use that one.
Alright. Okay, beginning with the start player. This is you now. Players take turns going clockwise until the night phase is fully resolved. To start your turn, pick up the whole deck face up and read the top card aloud.
Wound.
The dramatic energy that you pump into that. Wound. If it's a night card, follow the instructions, okay? If it's not a night card, give it to another living player. They add it to their hand.
Yeah, so I guess maybe these were supposed to be thrown in there.
I don't know. Reading the instructions and becoming confused while I do so.
Now who brings in the confusing games?
I feel like this would be easier if there's a bunch of people. Yeah, if it's not a night card, which it wasn't, just wound. Give it to another living player. Okay, so we're all alive still, right? They add it to their hand. There's no hand limit. That player checks their hand to see if they have died and secretly become a wolf. So if you get 3 wounds, you're dead. You get 3 bites, you become a wolf. So who do you want to give that card to? Your other hand or one of mine?
Give it to one of my hands here.
Okay.
So I will secretly take this card.
Dead. Okay, make sure you don't have 3 wounds now. Your turn. Pass the whole deck to the next living player. Okay, that can be your other hand now. Here's night phase. When a night or a final night card is revealed, players may not speak except to resolve the night card's effects. Then living players choose 1 card to pass to the player on their left and 1 card to pass to the player on their right. Players are not allowed to randomize which cards they choose to pass to each side. Place each card face down on top of your closest living neighbor's home tiles.
Alright.
Alright.
Charm. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to this one.
Well, screw you, man.
I'm assuming that's how that works. I can give it away if it's a charm too. Or
pass it. Charm. I'm playing for this guy now, so I guess I'll go like that. Have I become a werewolf or died yet? Maybe I have. Okay.
The only problem is if humans can't pass bites, then you would know who's passing the bite around.
Yeah. What are we doing with these, though? They haven't really explained these.
They just tell you if the guy's dead or not, I guess.
Oh, right. You flip it over.
But like, can you pass a bite around? Like, how do you... Only werewolves can bite during the night. But how do you pass the bite cards around? Because you have to read the card out loud, so you know they're handing a bite. If they hand a bite, they must be a werewolf. So how do you growl? All wolf zeros begin to growl, roar out loud, and shake their arms, like that. The other werewolves join in. Finally, any humans who are still alive should stand up and cheer. I guess that's if you would lose the game.
Yeah.
If the human player is still alive, the human team wins. But if the living players are growling, oh, I see, because then at the end it's like, the end! And then you go, roar, roar.
If you're dead, you go, brains.
Human tip, if you receive a bite card at night, that means at least one of your neighbors must be a wolf. Try to kill them with wounds. Wolf tip. If you need to be ruthless in this game, even if it means drawing suspicion. Bite your neighbors even on the first night. They use day actions to hurt the humans too. But the problem is, it's just this game uses the honor system, but then they say you have to be ruthless. Oh, I see. So the gold, if you play multiple games, the gold tells you if you're going to win. Okay. And whoever has the most gold by the end is either the Wolf King or the Wolf Queen.
Okay, so we're not really doing that, so we'll just ignore the gold coins for now.
But it's kind of strange, because like it becomes obvious who the werewolves are almost immediately. Because if you go bite and hand it to the guy, you're obviously a werewolf. So
you need 3 bites to become a wolf, though, right? In your hand, so you won't really know who's a wolf.
Well, the problem is, let's say this guy's a werewolf. He gets the wolf card, goes wolf card, and then passes it to somebody. Then they obviously are a wolf. Like, and that's what I don't understand. Oh, maybe it's just that's during the night phase. So I guess if it's a bite, you could be human too. You're just passing the card. And then the night doing it, if you're only a werewolf passing the bite, then that helps people figure out who it is. So you're not just randomly stabbing people with a knife. Because it goes here, give to a visiting player. That player checks to see if they have died or secretly become a wolf. But then at night, if it's nighttime, only werewolves can bite at the night phases. Alright, so I guess we'll just keep doing the rounds then and passing cards out.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds kind of just, I don't know, I feel like this would be a good game with a bunch of drunk friends.
Yeah.
Because then you don't really have to pay attention to the rules. But
there's too much for me to handle. Alright. Wound. I'm going to stab you here. Take my pitchfork. Wound. And I'm not going to be mean to hit the same guy twice, so I'll put it over to the side.
Okay, let's see, am I dead yet? Gold!
Yeah, it's gold! I like gold!
Bite!
Ow! That hurt! I like
something new.
Target another living player and look at their hand. Then discard this night card.
We're talking until night is over. How does night end?
Okay, we just worked ourselves into a corner where we can't win because I can't tell you when the rules. We can't talk anymore. The night or night final night card is revealed. Players may not speak except to resolve the night card effects. Then living players choose one card to pass to the player on their left and one to pass to the player on their right. Place each one face down on top of it. Yeah, place it face down on its home tile. Skip over any players that are dead, so that's how you determine what it on.
Okay.
Because if this guy's
Nobody's
dead, I would
dead
send it around to the next one.
Right, okay.
If the player dies before the night's effect, or if they are unable to pass the two cards, they die prior to the night falling. And do not pass cards. Oh, I guess if everyone besides you is dead, you die too then? Like, that doesn't make any sense. If you're a human player, you can't pass bite cards during the night phase. Only a werewolf can. After players pass cards, each shuffles the cards they received and adds them to their hand. Why would you shuffle them? Oh, so you can't tell who passed it.
Yeah.
Each player checks to see if they have died or secretly become a wolf. Then the player continues. Alright. So first, I get to look at one of your decks. I'm looking at that deck.
Looking at this one? Here you go. Yes, okay. So what do we do now? Do we pass the cards?
Yeah,
left and right?
Yeah, left and right passing.
Okay, so I'm going to give this hand. Oh!
Killed your own character.
Killed my... It's dead. Okay, so you gave me this one, but I'm dead already, so I guess
you don't even have to look.
Okay, this guy can have that card. That's left, that's right. Okay.
I guess this guy just doesn't get another card.
This guy's murdered. He's dead. He's done for.
Alright, so shall we keep playing to be a final night, or shall we just go until everybody says each of their players is a werewolf at that point?
Yeah, I mean, I got one dead guy. You got a werewolf in there somewhere.
So is your last guy a wolf or not?
My guy's not a wolf.
So you still have a chance of surviving.
I do. Let's just.
And I'm not going to tell you if both of these are or not, because that would spoil the game.
We'll go one more round here. Okay.
Bite. Oh.
There you go. Charm. There you go.
Wound. Ask for wound.
Oh god, no. Alright.
Did you survive?
I'm still alive.
This guy's unstoppable.
Go.
Let's go.
Bite.
Oh.
Yeah.
That hurts so badly. Bite. No. Gold. I'll hit you with a sack of gold while I'm at it.
Still kicking.
This is like the one-eyed farmer missing a leg and has like bite marks and scratches all over his body.
Charm. Ooh, night.
Nighttime.
Silver bullet.
Target is a coarse.
Target any living player, including yourself, and place this face up in front of them. If they're a human, this adds blood. If they're a werewolf, this adds double blood.
Still alive. I guess I keep the card to mark wounds.
Alright. Okay. Hit me.
Alright.
Sure.
Oh, but it's still the night phase, isn't it? That was the night card. Yeah,
Oh,
so
now we're
in the night
passing. We're
phase.
in the pass thing, right? We're passing cards now?
Yeah.
Left and right? Okay. So, this guy can have this card. That guy can have this card. Alright. How are we doing now?
Well, I'm still alive. You haven't turned and you're still alive.
Yep.
This is impressive.
My left hand might have went down without a fight, but my right will not go down.
The right will never surrender. Right. Whose turn is it?
It's your turn, right?
Alright.
Yeah.
It's like, bam.
You didn't say it out loud.
Oh, bite.
Alright.
This'll fix it. Whack! Sack of gold in the face.
A lot of cards now.
Better double check his wounds here.
Wound. Still alive?
Nope, you took me down.
She would be gone. She would be gone. Bite.
Actually, that was one of the werewolves. Ow, my face. My beautiful face.
Alright.
What? Chomp.
I feel like we're playing this wrong, but whatever. It is what it is, as some people like to say.
We only have like 4 cards left anyways, so
Yeah.
let's just hammer it down.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it. You win. Bite. Gold.
Gold. Bite. Final night. The Purge. So we're gonna have a night of lawlessness where we can kill each other and it be legal. 3 times, with 3 sequels.
Yeah. And a TV series.
TV series now?
Yeah. On the count of 3, all living players will point at someone they want to die. The player with the majority of votes dies. You break any ties. Then discard this and final name falls.
Well, that's impossible.
No, it's
because
impossible.
So I guess we both die or nobody
Okay.
does.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Set yourself up.
I died. You win. Were you a werewolf or a human?
Yeah, I was a werewolf from the start. Both sides were both werewolves.
Which one was Wolf Zero?
That one.
Wolf Zero wins.
This guy became werewolf like the second turn.
Let's pull out this so everyone can see the artwork on this game. Okay, so this is your dead card if you're dead. And this is
Silver bullet.
the not dead card right there.
Silver bullet.
So this was one of the night cards. Take a look at that.
So were you a werewolf?
Got a bloodhound on there. I was a werewolf. Yeah.
So we were just biting each other back and
Yeah.
forth in wolf form and not knowing you were werewolves.
We were just giving each other a little nibble.
Seems like there's more bite cards than like other cards. So like you can
Yeah.
really, unless you have a lot of players, everybody's gonna be a werewolf at the end.
Okay, so
Oh wait. I forgot to do the victory.
yeah, you do your victory growl.
Even he
I feel like
is
these,
pure of heart and says his prayers by night and
I feel like
become a
these things are
werewolf.
supposed to do something. Oh, we weren't supposed to pass the bite cards.
Oh, so what?
Yeah, well, look at the bite card right here. Look at see.
Oh, no pass.
No pass. On
No,
it.
that's only at night, I think.
Oh,
During the day, it's any card passes.
What else? What else haven't we looked at yet? Here, we haven't looked at this, which was
Yeah, it's no humans can pass, but I think that's only at night because
night-based card, just recycling.
otherwise, how do you pass the bites without people knowing you did it?
Growl expansions. Nice spot blocks.
So, the sniff, if you're playing 8 or more players, everyone closes their eyes after looking at their hands. All the werewolves open their eyes and look at each other, then close them again. Then all players open their eyes so everybody knows who's a wolf. So you can have more, oh no, because that's Wolf Zero. I guess you're called Wolf Zero if you become a wolf.
Chris, what did you think about Growl?
Oh, I liked it actually. It's a pretty good, quick game to play.
It's pretty
It'd be a
quick,
good
actually.
party game if you had like a ton of people. It'd be really good.
That's the problem, I think. You need more people
Yeah.
for sure.
I think this game would have shone if we had like 6 or 8 people, like the
Yeah.
total number.
Yeah.
And we would have really.
See, I bought this game off Kickstarter, not really realizing
That it was a Kickstarter?
That it was 4 to 10. I think if I would have known it was 4 to 10, I probably wouldn't have bought it because how often do I really have that many people that would play it? You know what I mean? So,
You never know. It's what you think.
it was the artwork that intrigued me, and
Plus, it's good to support Kickstarter games.
it is. I like to support indie people, absolutely. So I'm not really sorry at all that I did that. But I was expecting a little more artwork. I thought it was going to have a little more to it. Because I definitely felt it was going to have more to it when I purchased it. Also, I bought the fuzzy edition. It had some other special names. It wasn't the fuzzy edition. And the promo images that it showed looked pretty cool. I like the big fangs and everything, right? And you put it over the box.
Yeah.
And then I got this sock with a couple like dollar store googly eyes on it, and like really horribly sewn together. Like all the string is showing. And I don't know, if I were to run a Kickstarter for a game like this, I would have felt bad sending that out to people that paid. It looks more like a fish. It doesn't look like a werewolf. Like it should have ears or something.
Sock puppetify this sucker.
So overall, I'm disappointed.
Stop making fun of my bad stitching. It's not funny.
I'm sorry to make fun of your bad stitching, man, but you got some bad stitching.
Cookie. Reminds me of the Cookie Monster.
Like, here, I'll bring it up close to the camera. I mean,
not the most scary, menacing creature of all time.
The stitching.
And it doesn't even look like a werewolf.
Like, this looks like the kind of stitching I was doing in grade 8. Remember when we used to make those long toques?
Yeah.
Remember those? So yeah, that's Growl. You kind of liked it?
Yeah, I liked it. It's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
The artwork's really good as well.
Yeah. It's not a bad game. It's just, I was expecting better, I guess. And that's just me.
A lot of care went into making that game, all the way up until they made this.
Yeah, I mean, you get this really sharp magnetic box, like spot glossing. Like, this stuff is, these finishing, they're not cheap to do. Yeah. So then why would you do this? Like, if they couldn't do it properly,
yeah, they should have done it.
I would have, like, been like, sorry, we couldn't do it. Anyways, everyone, that was this episode of Board Off, which featured a card game and no board.
So you finally brought a boardless board game.
I did.
You kept heckling me for doing it, and now you've done it.
Actually, I technically, I don't really bring board games too often. In the old season, I brought mustaches and balloons and basketball nets for your head. Not a lot of boards. If you enjoyed this episode, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're also on Apple Podcasts. And I'm brain farting now. SoundCloud is the other one, but that's just for our other shows. This is exclusive to YouTube. Board Off can only be seen right here because you need the visuals. You need to take it all in. This wouldn't be fun as a podcast. If you thought Growl looks cool, I will put the link down below of the original Kickstarter campaign, and then you can probably hunt down the link of how to purchase it now that the campaign is over. Get it off me! You're having fun with that thing.
Oh yeah, it's actually worth. It was worth the $5.
Yeah.
Just for a couple of laughs.
Look, he's shedding. He's even shedding.
Because why not?
We'll be back here in 2 weeks with the brand new Board Off, but we'll also be back next week with Board Off Classic. We technically won't be here. That's 4 years in the past.
So
but you can watch it.
We'll use the time machine of rewinding old. I keep saying tapes. Like that shows how old I am. I think of like
Tapes.
VHS.
We go right back to tapes. My old 8-tracks and Betamaxes. Right, everyone. We'll see you again next time. We're Board Off. I'm Ken. That's Chris. That's Chris. I'm Ken. I cut you off. I didn't realize you could see your own name. I'm Ken.
I usually don't, so I'm Chris.
There. All right.
He's Ken.
I'm Ken. We'll see you next time.